Hey guys, Tomboy61, and today we're going to talk about what wargaming can do to fix Stellar Clash. Yeah, this week is kind of just Stellar Clash week. I think it's an important enough April Fool's event that we should kind of talk about it. And there's been a lot of negativity to it, and I just want to kind of say what I think wargaming could do in a small effort, medium effort, large effort kind of way in order to say what they might be able to and what they probably will never do because they are devs, they're crunched for time, let's be clear. So with all of that said, let's go and talk comment of the day. We also do have a flag code to give away, a wonderful St. Patrick's Day flag they put out a code for, so I have that code for you guys here. But before we do that, let's go ahead and talk comment of the day. Comment of the day goes out to someone who leaves a comment on one of our previous videos. Full Potato Jacket says, BB spawn location is just stupid. And yes, that is going to be one of the things we talk about. So let's go ahead and dive on into what we need, what I want to talk about for this video, and that is the fixes, the changes that could be made to the Stellar Clash game mode in order to improve it. And we're going to start off with things that should be relatively easy for the devs to fix, stuff that I think has a realistic chance that if people really wanted to get changed, there might be it might be an easy way to do it. And the first thing is draws go to the highest EXP player. With the forced way that the matchmaking is, a lot of times you're going to end the game with ships that have vastly different concealment values, which means that if you're in an all-destroyer, you can just keep on getting reset from the destroyer, and the destroyer will run away. And basically, the destroyer player can force a draw, in which case the whole match is worthless. Because remember, the only reason to play the Stellar Clash game mode after a certain point is to get wins in each kind of ship, and wins aren't counted in draws. So if two ships end up surviving for the full length of the match, no one gets the win, no one gets the medal, no one gets the stellar chips, and it's definitely a frustrating experience for the player that had the upper hand, that went the distance. And I mean, it's not too much of an issue for the person who didn't do anything. It behooves them to play in a toxic manner because either they were going to lose the battle to begin with, or they were going to draw, in which case no one wins. So it's like that prisoner's dilemma, in which case I think just to help with toxicity, just to help with overall experience, I would say when we have a draw, the player with the highest EXP deserves to win. They deserve to win the match, just like you would expect in a 1v1v1. Whoever has the highest score at the end of a soccer match, or whoever has the highest score at the end of any other game, is determined to be the winner. I don't see why we can't apply that to this game mode. Next, let's talk about some other what could be relative easy fixes. Right now, there are extremely high wait times for two of the classes of ships, and then one of the classes of ships just doesn't have it at all. The battleship and the destroyer have a very minimal wait time, while the cruiser have a very decent wait time, a consistent wait time to get into matches, and the cruiser has none. And that's because there is a forced 3 of each kind of ship must be in the match. There's no variance within that, so that means matches are being held up by cruiser players. Well, what if we just gave it, we don't even have to do full random. If Wargaming wants to guarantee that there will be one of at least each kind of ship in the thing, because honestly, it's a 1v1. You should be allowed to play what you want. You shouldn't be penalized for playing what you want. They could do a plus 1 minus 1 sort of matchmaking system, so that means there's a variance within all of them. We see that already at legendary tiers, and it's very annoying at legendary tiers because you can get matches where it's like all legendary tier ships and 3 tier 7s on each team, and that's unfortunate for them because there is that power dynamic. There is that it is an unfair fight between all of them. But in this case, all the ships are legendary tier ships, so there shouldn't be a vast power differential between them. So let players play what they want. I think that would help out both the long wait times, which is a frustrating experience for the people, and overall help regain some player agency, because that way they know they're playing the ship that they want to play. The last easy fix I want to talk about is just changing up the random spawns, or changing to random spawns. Right now, if you're in one ship, you are locked to one of 3 spawns. If you're an all destroyer, you're instantly spotted by the other 2 all destroyers. Like, it is super frustrating being instantly spawned in an all destroyer. Now, will that change? Probably not, even with random spawns, because of the spotting distance and because of how big the map is and because you're in a perfect circle and all of that sort of jazz. But at least you wouldn't have as high of a chance of being the middle ship in the all destroyers, where both look at you and you just get citadeled by 2 different ships instantly. There is definitely a way to just change up to random spawns. That just getting the ships to more intermingle. I think it's ridiculous that you know exactly what ships are where. I don't understand the reason for doing it, other than just to make people upset and just to kind of like reinforce we're going to make sure certain ones of you fight. So with all that said, I think we're about halfway through the video, so I'll go ahead and give out the code for that free flag. I'll show the picture of the flag right here. If you want this code, you're going to go to Code Redeemer, wowlegends.com/code redeemer, and you're going to type in 8KBJQPA4-5L. Once again, that's 8KBJQPA4-5L, and you'll get that wonderful flag to fly off your ship. Okay, so those are all of the what I could say as easy fixes that the devs could do. Let's go and talk about the medium things, the things that would require some effort, and I definitely don't see devs doing it, especially because this is a limited time game mode. One is the waterline visibility. I don't know about you guys, but it is infuriating not being able to tell where the waterline is. You get used to it, but like the first couple opening shots in the mode, I was like, why aren't these hit? And I was like, oh, waterline. So there's two situations, there's 2 fixes for this. One, we're in space, and there shouldn't be a waterline because we're in space. So just let us shoot below the waterline. I don't know the engine's limitation, so I don't know if that is even allowed within the engine, so I completely understand if that is unavailable and just can't be done. But in the other case, change the visibility of the waterline when zoomed in, because once you're zoomed in, you can't see the waterline, and you're just like, okay, auto aim says this is on the horizon. Let's say our Father, Son, Holy Spirit, say our prayers, and are we gonna hit? We hit most of our shells into the water. Like, it is on a prayer and a whim whether you're going to be able to actually hit the sides of the ships that aren't below the waterline. So either A, help out with the waterline visibility, change some of the values when you're zoomed in, or B, let us shoot below the waterline. I don't think that's going to happen, just because I don't think their game engine really allows that, or it would be a very heavy lift for them to be able to accomplish that. The final thing I think Wargaming could do to help out with this game mode, to help decrease the frustration the player base is feeling with it, is change the way the ship and battle system is working. And I know this is a key tenet of all wargaming games, right? You have one ship, it's in battle, you can't take it out until the rest of the battle is done. But guess what? In this mode, they made a battle royale. Like, this is a proto battle royale. You're going to pick up upgrades, like you're 1v1v1v1v1ing. This is Wargaming's take on a battle royale. And the reason battle royales work, one of the key things is you aren't punished for dying. Like, you're not going to win if you die, but you can instantly dive back into the action. You're not forced from waiting. Oh, sorry, your body has to be recovered from the battlefield. You can't play as this hero if you're playing in Apex, or like you can't redrop in Warzone. No, as soon as you die, as soon as you head back to the lobby, you're back to port. You can dive in and start playing whatever character you want to again. And because of that, I think if Wargaming wanted this experience to be a little bit better, and especially with the long queue times, what they should allow you to do is to go ahead and instantly queue back in with the ship that you just died in. Even if it's still in the previous battle, I think the ultimate way to help boost player satisfaction and get that hook back in is to be able to instantly go back to port. Like I said, I think this would be an overall harder thing for them to do, just because I know for a fact that is not in like the base coding of this game. It is, it is in the game mode of every other wargaming game where you have to wait for the battle to be over. So I have a feeling it is not in their engine, and that would be a very heavy lift, but I think it would be one thing that they would want to consider and want to do if they do want this to be either a game mode that comes back or one that sees some more success. So yeah, guys, those are my ideas for how wargaming could fix Stellar Clash. Let me know down below, what do you guys think? How would you guys fix Stellar Clash? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.